Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com.
This week on Duel Review, we get giddy over Skyrim, and then we take a look at Outlaw Star.
We're having our 100th episode on Friday with Mystery Science Theater 3000, and we start off the week with Tick the Comic. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Hey everybody, welcome to November 14th. It is a Monday and we're going to be doing Tick the Comic.
That's right, which came out in 1986, I want to say. Oh yeah, look, it's written right there. 1986. And it was done by Ben Edlund. Now this is actually a very interesting success story. Ben Edlund visited a comic shop, the New England Comics in New England, Massachusetts. And he frequented so much that when they were doing their flyer, they asked, for help, and he decided to create a mascot for their newsletter, and he created the Tick. Well, it got so much success that they kind of pooled their money together and, started making a big comic book out of it, which was great. So the story follows the Tick, who escapes from a mental institute. He has superpowers, as all superheroes, well, maybe not all superheroes, but most superheroes should.
It's the super in hero.
Super in hero?
What's the super in hero having a superpower?
Right. He's a superpowered, want to be
Derailed.
hero.
I just derailed you. Sorry. Go ahead.
And he's looking for his calling. And in the very beginning, he talks about several different callings that, he might have tried. I think one of them was like architecture or something, but he decided it wasn't him. Then he pursues superhero crime fighting. And he goes out with one of those... what are they? They got the discs, and then you kind of shuffle through the things. They're like, little kids things.
Yeah.
And that's his...
Viewmaster,
yeah. And that's his crime finder. So he goes flipping through, and he follows the clues to find crimes. In the very beginning, he loses it later. But so this story is well, it's not nonsensical.
It has much more of a through line than like Tank Girl, like we talked about.
Right.
But it is, random and just...
It is random, and it's definitely, it
doesn't take itself seriously.
It's tangibly tangent.
Okay.
Tangibly tangent. So...
Which makes perfect sense if he was created as a mascot. I didn't actually even know that.
Oh, well, yeah. So he does nonsensical things. He is nigh invulnerable. Nigh. Yeah. He's almost invulnerable. In the comic version, you have the Tick and you have Arthur, two main characters. Oedipus is in it for a short period of time that she goes. Paul the samurai comes up a lot. And then you have the man-eating cow. In the animated series, you have the Tick and Arthur. Then you have American Maid. And you have what's his last name? Sorry. Fighter Maw. Fighter Maw. Which is like a Batman-type character, sort of. But in the live-action film, which is a slight departure from both...
You mean series?
Oh, yeah, the live-action series, sorry. The live-action series, which is a slight departure from both the comic and, in the comic, you have the Tick, you have Arthur. Then you have, was it Captain Liberty? Something like that. Yeah, Captain Liberty instead of American Maid. And Batmanuel instead of...
Character you love to hate.
Batmanuel? I liked him. I think he's
a douche.
He is a douche, but he's honest about it. He's very honest about himself, and I just like the fact that his name is Batmanuel. Instead of like Batman, it's like Batmanuel. Batmanuel? No, Batmanuel. So yeah. Oh, excuse me.
It's funny that I will always hear the Tick as Patrick Warburton now because of that show, and the show's not that great.
We don't like the show,
but I just instinctually, maybe it was the last thing I
possibly
watched, like the newest
version
of.
I know that the version of the animated version, the person who played the Tick was also some people in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right.
He was
Right, we should have figured his name out, but yeah, he was a very iconic voice as well.
Right.
But it's it's probably just the last. And I did revisit the live action series recently.
So did I, only just because I remember, but I don't really remember, and I found some parts of it humorous, but really just
that's the thing is it's interspersed with pretty funny moments. Like he's just a big dope, you know. And Patrick Warburton, he always does the. As a okay, Venture Brothers may be a little different because he is a very very smart character,
right?
But in like what is it, Emperor's New Groove, where he plays like Kronk or whatever his
name
is.
Yeah, the farmer.
It's just he has this awesome voice for a big dumb dolt. You know, it's perfect. I love him. I think he's another one of those voices. I just hope that he always stays around.
Well, I mean, I liked the animated version of the Tick more than.
I agree. I think that they're
just
progressively...
because I think his voice acting came off more to the Tick's character than.
What you're saying? So even the voice you like.
Yeah. Sorry, even the voice.
I can see that. But I definitely talking about the three properties. Comic is the best.
Yes.
Then the animated, and then the live action.
Right.
So.
And as far as comics would go, I would say if you're going to start with the complete Edlund series. It's 400 pages. I think, how much did it cost me? It cost me $35. Wow, it cost me $35? Holy crap. But this is...
a lot of pages.
Yeah, but this is by far one of the funniest, and this is the first ones too, so that's by far one of the funniest. And then you have, let's see, Tick, was it the Big Blue Book or something like that?
Yeah.
And that stems from the animated series, not necessarily the comics. So it's a comic based on the animated series, which was good, don't get me wrong, but if you're going to start somewhere, please start with a comic because that really is it's just funny. I mean, just a lot of the stupid things that he says, the skits, the way he falls. The way he falls is funny. He's like, "Oh, use this flagpole to catch me," and then he like grabs the flagpole and it snaps and he crashes through the concrete.
Yeah, it's kind of that awkwardness and randomness that I think is big today. So I don't see why it wouldn't fit right in.
Yeah, absolutely.
It does have kind of almost an Office feel with like the audience knows they're inside on they're on the joke, they're in on the joke,
right? And
they're kind of seeing the Tick flounder through whatever. Just odd stuff happens. You mentioned Ninja World and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, the complete Edlund series is funny. is by far the best, in my opinion, because it has so many other like superheroes. It's got like a Clark Kent type of character, Superman, the Caped Wonder, I think he's called. And the Caped Wonder just gets really pissed off at the Tick, and he starts feuding, but the Tick doesn't know that they're feuding. Then you have another character named the Tick, who's got all the gadgets. He's kind of like the Batman.
Yeah, it's very
character.
spoofy in that sense.
Yeah, it is. You're absolutely right.
Spoofy.
What I also love about this, and especially, I should say more so in the cartoon, the animated show, is when something happens, it stays that way. So when the chairman starts burning his name into the moon, for the rest of the series, when you see the moon, you'll see a C, an H, and a partially finished A. And that's just funny to me because I like that consistency. Buildings aren't built again in rapid succession like they do in like Marvel. Every issue is a new.
It's funny when they give a nod to like it'll take us weeks to repair this, and that's like their one attempt to cover it up.
Exactly.
Not in this. Yeah. Did you ever find out why he's a Tick? Like what the story is there?
No.
I mean, it is New England, so they're kind of known for ticks now because they, there's the whole Lyme disease thing. But I just wonder where that came from.
He's just. I think
they're hard to kill.
They are hard to kill. They're not invulnerable.
Bastards. And they suck blood, which he does in every issue. Not.
Well, that's actually explained in here.
Oh.
The complete Edlund series.
We should put like a little starburst with the only $19.99.
Well, it's $35.
Well, whatever.
I can't believe it
times two.
Honestly, $35. It was well worth it, but I'm sure you can find it online for cheaper.
Probably.
I support my local comic
support your
book
local
shop.
when you can.
Yeah.
Buy online when you can't.
Yeah, when you can't find like that missing tank girl. Damn it.
Yeah.
So what was I saying? So it's not really. He doesn't really explain anything as to why he is a Tick, but he does. Like one person says, a Tick drinks blood. You drink blood, and then he like grabs a straw. He's like, I got a straw right here, Missy. you know, and he starts like breathing through the straw, and then he gets lightheaded and passes out because lack of air. But yeah, so a lot of funny stuff. And I'm really giddy because I do love The Tick.
I think it's really an easy read. I mean, it's one of those. I don't think that you have to read it all right now. It's one of those good books that's just like, I need a little break.
Right.
Just read a couple pages, and it's each couple pages on their own are
funny enough, and then you can put it down and go back to where you came from. It's
not essential to remember everything. You know what I mean?
Well, it kind of is, because it's all so funny. Like for example, the ninjas are attacking Oedipus. They go to her house. Her
fighting the dog Rex. No, I'm just throwing that out there.
No. They pretend to be a bush. Remember that? So they all stand up in a line in a perimeter with like a twig, or like some of them got like the twigs on a hat, and they're just like, oh, don't mind us. We're just a bush. Keep moving. Just funny stuff. A lot of funny gags in there. And just, I don't know what else to say about it other than you should check it out. I mean, I could keep on talking about story because there is a story, remarkably. But
I think it's definitely one that is also, you'll get the flavor really quick.
Right,
so
absolutely.
Check it out. We don't actually. I don't think either of us really love too many humorous comics. I mean, I don't have like I have mostly superhero comics.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
and every now and then
it's refreshing.
You get Tank Girl and the Tick.
Tick Girl and the Tank.
Tick Girl and the Tank.
Hey, that actually kind of works.
Tick Girl and the Tank. So yeah, yes, you're absolutely right. This is a good departure, but it's a fun departure. You know,
it's worth it.
Absolutely. So yeah, definitely check out The Tick, the complete Edlund, because Edlund is the guy who created it, Ben Edlund. So yeah, get that book, $35. There are spin-offs which you should check out if you really like it. But I would start with Edlund and go from there. Okay?
All right.
So that's it. Ah! I didn't get to say bye.
Bye.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, you blocked me.
Yeah, you blacked out.
Hello.
Blanked out.
Goodbye.
The complete Edlund. I was actually looking for this one for a while. I couldn't find it anywhere, and then I went to my comic shop and I was like, just about to leave with the big blue book instead of this one, and I saw it just sitting there, like almost like decoratively, on like.
And it's as hefty as the Tick himself.
It is hefty. It is very hefty. But it was just sitting there staring at me. He's like, "This is the one I wanted. I love you."
Bye-bye.
Bye. Maybe I shouldn't have called your face.
Finally, we get to talk about Skyrim.
So Monday's the 13th?
14th.
13th?
14th.
13th?
14th. Oh shit, yeah, the calendar, they printed it wrong, so yes, you're right. You did the mythical double 13th.
The mythical double 13th. Alright, so it's Monday the 14th.
Alright, everybody, today is Monday the 14th of August, I almost said. That would be ridiculous.
August, wow.
I'm wearing a sweater in August. What the hell's wrong with me?
I wear sweaters in August.
Do you?
Why
what the hell's wrong with you?
I like sweaters.
It's freaking hot all the time in a sweater. Even now, right now, I'm hot.
I build sweaters with fans in them so that I don't
build sweaters?
I do.
I built myself a new sweater. I think it's called knitting or something.
Well, I can't.
Crochet, remember? Where's that little Asian kid that cleans up our studio? You've been slacking, Asian boy. Let's do one more time because I paused on Tick. Damn Tick.
He's my second favorite arachnid-based superhero.
Freaking hate ticks.
They are creepy.
I'm gonna give you leukemia or whatever it is. Lyme disease. Leukemia.
Cancer spreading ticks. Get it cheaper somewhere, but yeah, support your local comic shop. And I'm hyper because I had coffee. I should.
No, you had sugar.
I had sugar. That's right.
I had a bit of coffee.
Sugar and coffee.
So he's like talking to me and like pouring sugar. So I was watching this movie the other day, and it was quite fantastic.
I went through dialogue.
Let me list the actors. Let's see. Keanu Reeves, and then there's. Oh, this is empty. Waitress.
Yeah, I like my sugar to taste like coffee a little bit.